All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. So nice to be with you all right back here at the Bennett Rink, Game 2 of this Christmas tournament, right here on SportingNewsCT.com. We still have two more to go after this one. Earlier, it was West Haven holding on to beat Cheshire by the score of 3-2 in Game 1 of the tournament. This is Xavier and St. Joe's to battle as we're just underway here in the first period of play as Mark Van Etten will get the call in goal for St. Joe's here today. And for the Xavier Falcons, it will be Shane Baldwin. So we're just underway here in the first 12 seconds of play between these two teams. So nice to be with you all on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday, and happy holidays to all. Xavier coming in with a mark at 2-1. St. Joe's at 1-1 overall. And the faceoff coming here to the near side of Van Etten. So Van Etten getting the start, the big tall goaltender. He is a junior. We do have a penalty issued at the 12-second mark here of the period. It's going to go against St. Joe's. Vito Rocca will serve the penalty. I believe they said too many men on the ice, but I was just getting organized. Just got the rosters handed to me, so if we seemed a little confused, we are for just a moment. Xavier will be the visiting team, and St. Joe's the home team here. And we got a high stick on the hockey puck and a faceoff coming back the other way. So we're just underway in this one. Off to a slow start. I thought the game started at 3:15. They started it at 3 o'clock here, so we lost 15 minutes of prep time getting ready for this. Brian Deneen, the public address announcer today. Dan Alvarado pushing buttons for us, along with Nick Manoy. Matt Kleinberg doing all the camera work for us for game number 2. Off the face-off, Xavier will try to spring a winger out on the right side. Nioli, he's turned back on that wing side. Actually, might have been Guan who had that chance. Now they poke at the puck in the front of the net, and it's going to be taken away and skated back the other way by Keeter. Christian Keeter will send it down into the Xavier zone. This is Dan DuPont trying to play it up the wall for Xavier. Xavier in the black uniform, sharp-looking uniforms with the white numerals, and the cadets of St. Joe's in their familiar white jersey tops with the maroon numerals and a little bit of gold trim. Sharp-looking uniforms on both these teams. Of course, St. Joe's very, very successful at the Division II level, winning state championships under head coach Marty Krause. Puck controlled by Xavier. Puck worked ahead by Ray Peach to the left wing side. Long shot on by McEllen, deflected away, and back comes St. Joe's through center ice. That's Greenhut turned down. Just 37 seconds remaining on the power play try for Xavier. Good work by the penalty killers of St. Joe's as Falcons continue to try to set things up. Cadets doing a nice job. There's a pass, rattled to the front. McClellan couldn't put a hand to it, and back comes St. Joe's. Long shot in on goal by Troy Deering. Stopped by Baldwin. St. Joe's with a shorthanded bid coming off that far wall on the left wing side. Was an opportunity by Sidorchuk. Down to 2 seconds remaining on the penalty, and St. Joe's will now get their penalized player back. So both teams back at even strength. Xavier controlling at center. They'll give it away. Carried across by Castorino. And he'll throw it in on goal. Baldwin makes a stop, holds on for the face-off with 12:37 remaining here in the period. Scoreless in the first. Nice to be with you all right here. Actually, we have a penalty called against Xavier too. Okay, I didn't even see that. It might have been matching penalties down below. Well, it couldn't have been, but it's 2 seconds on the Xavier penalty. So that was a high sticking call against Xavier. I thought it was on the puck, but there you go. No harm done. Both teams back at even strength, and a score coming out of the penalty box. Birkinshaw will score for Xavier to make it 1-0 as he comes out of the penalty box to score. So you know what? In the long run, it really did prove very important that Xavier had a man in the sin bin, because he came on out and he scores to make it 1-0 the Xavier Falcons on top. So how do you like that? So Birkinshaw with the goal. The assist will go to McCutton. And it's 1-0 Xavier Falcons. Even strength goal. That was Hurley pounded into the wall. Back comes Xavier off the wing. Wilcox trying to make a move. He was turned down. Cadets at control, and they'll work it out through center ice. Sean Hurley trying to chase it down into the corner. Lindquist will tie him up there, and we get a stoppage in play. Face-off coming back in the cadet zone with 11:54 remaining here in the period. So 1-0 Xavier leading. Goal just moments ago by Birkinshaw. Made a nice move and trickled it home. Keeter taking this face-off for the Cadets. He is asked to leave the face-off circle, so Corcoran will come on to take it. Xavier wins it back to the line. Puck played into the corner right side. That's Gethings. He's a fine player. Back to the line it comes. Shot to a screen. Goes well wide by McCartan. Long feed, and here's a breakaway. St. Joe's looking to equalize it. A backhand to score. Ryan Corcoran took that long feed through center. And St. Joe's right back into it here in the first period. We're tied at 1. Time of the goal coming at 3 minutes, 27 seconds of the first period here. And we have a 1-1 game. Off the face-off, puck back down into the St. Joe's end. So this one getting off to a quick start. We've already had a couple of penalties and a couple of goals. Peters tried to center that. It was turned away. Xavier will play it long through center ice. That was McClellan trying to send it down. And we get another icing call. So Xavier ties a score. St. Joe's yeah, he's using the wrong names down below? Okay, all right. All right, give it to the public address announcer down there. Okay, the rosters are all messed up, so we do apologize. But that goal was most certainly scored by Corcoran. And I believe they had given it to Greenhut, so now they're going to give my roster down. Yeah, please, can I? All right, thank you. I'm confused. We grab them off the websites thinking they're going to be correct, and lo and behold, they're not. And we try to get a hold of them. There's a shot on, save, rebound to the doorstep. Battle for it is Xavier on the attack again. Glad no sharp-looking uniform shot, score from the circle. They stay with it, and Stanton will score to make it 2-1 Xavier here in the first period. Time of that goal coming at the 4:25 mark. We haven't even played 5 minutes yet. We've had a couple of penalties and a total of 3 goals between the two teams, and Xavier will get the lead back at 2-1. This went off to a crazy start. Now they're going to give it to McClellan. Doesn't look like McClellan taking the shot there. Anyways, we'll straighten things out. Puck to the line, shot rattles wide. Off that far side. It was McCartan who had that shot. Xavier controlling along the wall. O'Dwan trying to do something with it behind the net. He got tied up. Wilcox digging after it. Puck comes back to the line, kept in on the far side. McCartan will shovel it to the back of the net as the Falcons continue to grind it down in the cadet zone. 2-1, they have the lead. McCartan trying to keep it in. Rattles off some skates back out to center ice, and here's a break across the line for St. Joe's. Off the wing is Lowry, and that shot goes deflected wide. Shot off the wall. It's stopped and held on to as Baldwin will make the save. Yeah, there you go. Corcoran did score the goal. Greenhut picked up the assist. That was on the St. Joe's goal, and they're going to probably make a change on the Xavier goal in a moment, too, although we'll try to look at a replay of that. I thought it was Stanton who scored, not McClellan. They awarded it to McClellan. Looked like 15 taking the shot for Xavier on the go-ahead goal. Maybe things will settle down here a little bit. Battle for the puck in the corner. Players going after it down there. Xavier's going to work it up the boards. This is Sean Johnson. Johnson worked at the center. And it's turned right back into the Xavier end and behind the net. Falcons will just be content to clear it. Andrew Gore will chase it down and couldn't get to it. It's an icing call against Xavier. So 9:02 remaining in the first period. 2-1 you score. Xavier Falcons on top. My man Dan here today helping us out. Face-off upcoming. Off the drop. Gore from the blue line. Shot blocked. Another shot goes wide of the goal by Sean Smith. Peter trying to dig after it for St. Joe's. Gore trying to pinch along the wall. He does. Pokes at it. John Birkinshaw, who scored for Xavier, will play it out through center ice. This is Johnson trying to chase it down, but that was turned back with hustle by Sean Smith of St. Joe's. Across the line, Gethings. Gethings throws it in on goal, and the save is made by Van Etten, and he'll hold on for the face-off down in the St. Joe's end. Just tuning in, 2-1 Xavier leading all the goals, all three of them in the first 5 minutes of play here of the first period. Earlier today, a pair of goals by Austin Hansen leading West Haven to a 3-2 win over Cheshire. Westies had a 3-0 lead going into the third period, and the Rams made it interesting in the third. More hockey coming your way. Ridgefield and Notre Dame. West Haven playing at 5:15, and our nightcap game should be a good one between South Windsor and Glastonbury. Puck played along the center ice. Comes to the near side. St. Joe's trying to corral it. It's going to be intercepted and carried right back in by Stanton. Throws it to the front of the net. And that may have gone in, and indeed it did. It was poked home, and Xavier will take a 3-1 lead. So Xavier now leading it 3-1. They score yet again. 6:58 time of the goal. We'll wait the official word on the scramble on the goal mouth. It was Brian Stanton who threw it towards the front. And then it was poked in. Wilcox was on the doorstep too, so we'll have to wait and see. So Xavier builds a 2-goal lead now at 3-1. Here they come again across the line. Mioli, here comes the announcement. Yep, Stanton. So scoring the goal was Stanton. I believe that's his second of the game. That's Will Stanton scoring the goal. Here they come again. They're speedy. It's DuPont leads the attack, throws it to the front of the net. It's going to be bunted out of midair. And the Cadets will safely clear it back to center off the stick of Sean Hurley. Puck intercepted at center ice. Carried across. Long shot by Colin Powell. Well wide of the net. Kept in. Spinning shot. Fedorczyk tried to get it to the front of the goal. Broken up, and the Cadets will take back in their own zone net. Again, Parada. Going to wheel back behind his own net. Tied up there. Puck stolen away. Shot to the short side, and it's going to be covered by Van Etten and held on to for the faceoff. Good work down below by that Xavier line as they come out flying here in this first period of goal. Game, Sean Johnson doing the work out there for Xavier. He'll take the faceoff now. Going up against Ken Parada. Puck play down the right wing side. This is Unsinger into the zone. Unsinger with a shot. That breaks off the goalkeeper, Baldwin, and up over the crossbar. Puck to the far side. St. Joe's good job to keep it in along the wall. There's a battling after that was Greenhut. Players continue to tangle after it. And it's controlled by the Falcons of Xavier from behind the net. They start out the right side. Puck moved along by Birkinshaw up ice. Johnson trying to put a stick to it. Could not. And it's back to the Xavier line on the far side. Pollock played it along. Now it's carried in by Camparata. Turned back. Xavier quickly moves it to center ice. Stanton digging along the board. Play to the head to Stanton. Stanton to Stanton. That's Brian Stanton wearing number 19. Will Stanton wearing 15 for the Xavier Falcons. They've collaborated here to help out on some nifty goals by Xavier in the first. 5:50 remaining in the period. Castorina played at the center. It was gloved down. Face-off upcoming. They'll call it all the way back in the Xavier end. 5:42 remaining here in the first period of play. Face-off coming down in the Xavier zone. Cadets trying to keep it in. They cannot. Turn back to center. Smith throws it back into the Xavier end, but it's offside against the Cadets of St. Joe's. 5:36 remaining here in the first period. Sparse crowd on hand for this one tonight. Kind of a tough day. I would imagine a lot of the folks scrambling around to do some Christmas shopping, late holiday shopping. 5:28 remaining in the period. Another whistle. A lot of whistles here in this first period of play. Face-off coming down to the right-hand side of the Xavier goaltender. Falcons trying to work it out. Cadets trying to keep it in. Puck play to center, intercepted immediately. Christian Keeter trying to work it back across. He's a senior now for the St. Joe's team. Boy, he's been on some very successful St. Joe's teams throughout his high school career. Icing call against Xavier with a 3-1 advantage and 5:03 remaining here in the period. Faceoff will come down to the right of the, actually going to be the left-hand side of Shane Baldwin. It's been quiet for Baldwin. Ryan Corcoran will take the face-off for the Cadets. He has scored their goal. Puck played ahead. Gethings tried to glove it down. Now comes along to Johnson off the wing. Tees up, drives one, save, rebound on the doorstep. It was poked out a couple of times by Pollock. Just couldn't put a stick to it. Now he throws the weight around on the far side as he throws a hit at Greenhut. Here's a break and the shot. Save is made by Baldwin. Good rush coming off that right wing side. Surprisingly, finding that loose puck with Ryan Corcoran. And he had an opportunity for St. Joe's. 4:34 remaining in the period. Face-off will take place to the left of Shane Baldwin. Off the face-off. Puck played up through the middle of the ice. Xavier Falcons on the attack. Coming off the left wing side, it's McClellan. That's to the front. Quick shot. Save is made. That was Stanton with the opportunity. Quick release, too, on that feed. St. Joe's. Hurley played to the front of the net. Cleared away again by Van Etten of St. Joe's. Puck played to the corner. Players battling for it. Xavier's carried the play for the most part. There's Willie Stanton, tough angle shot. Blocked away. Puck bounced off the glass by Ken Ferrata, but not out. Xavier very aggressive, freewheeling team. Now it's played to the far side. And down the left wing comes Sean Hurley for St. Joe's, and shot goes wide of the goal. Puck caroms into the corner where players battle for it, and Xavier works it out ahead. Under 3.5 minutes remaining in the period. Brian Stanton played across ice. Taken there by Hurley of St. Joe's and played back down into the Xavier end. Taken in by Birkinshaw. Play to the near side. Danny Dupont trying to weave it out through center. They do to the left wing, and into the zone comes Baudouin. Colin Baudouin knocked down on the play. Throwing the weight around for St. Joe's was Smith. Puck back down into the Xavier end. That's Petrini digging after it on the forward check, but Xavier quickly works it back the other way, and they got a break coming off the wing, and that's a shot propelled high by Mioli. Boy, kind of one-handed that, didn't he? And skied it out of play in a face-off upcoming with 2:45 remaining in the period. 3-1 Xavier with the lead over St. Joe's. As we bring you all this action right here from the Bennett Rink. Game 2 of 4 today. Notre Dame and Ridgefield, the battle at 5:15, and then our nightcap, South Windsor and Glastonbury. St. Joe's trying to work it out ahead. They work it to the line, kept in by Danny DuPont, very clever player. Gethings giving a chase, he has it. Poked off his stick by Canferrata. Good work by Canferrata. Canferrata the control. Maneuvers and plays it up ice to the blind side of Petrini. Couldn't do much with it, trying to find that puck as it centered past Gore and back down into the St. Joe's end. Just above 2 minutes remaining here in the first period of play. We had 3 goals in the first 4 minutes plus. 2 by Xavier, 1 by St. Joe's, and of course the Falcons have added another for the 3-1 lead with under 2 minutes remaining here in the first period of play. Of course, we'll have a rebroadcast of this game up online for you. You can also purchase a DVD of the event. You can do it right here in-house at a discounted price. Keeter winding up in his own zone. Banks a pass along right wing side, and Corcoran will shovel it the rest of the ice. Chased down by McCartan. Falcons can't clear it out. Puck behind the net. Puck squirts free to the far side. Lindquist plays it cross ice. Taken in by McClellan, but the whole thing was ruled offside. And the faceoff coming all the way back where the pass originated in the Xavier zone with 1:18 remaining in the period. This tournament will resume again on Thursday after the conclusion of today's play, and championship game on Saturday night, a week from tonight. The faceoff win, and Baldwin the save on the quick shot. So nice clean faceoff win that time. Opportunity for Greenhut. Keeter again taking that faceoff. Bounces at it. Comes out to center ice. St. Joe's off the wing right side. Corcoran throws it in on Baldwin. Makes a save. Puck to the far side. Keeter trying to get to it. Plays it back to the line. This is Deering. Under a minute remaining in the period. Throws it to the front of the net. Quick shot. Baldwin the save as he had to go down. Boy, that went off a couple of sticks. And finally it was Corcoran who had the shot on the goal. A couple of them were blocked away. Under a minute remaining here in the first. And that pass fed all the way through center and down ice. And an icing call against Xavier. Another faceoff back in the Falcon end with 38 seconds remaining here in the first period of play. Faceoff coming to the right-hand side. Baldwin. St. Joe's trying to climb back into this game. Xavier with a late attack. Gethings into the corner. Gethings tried to play it behind the net. Stolen away by Gore. He'll wheel it around. And it's sent cross ice by Corcoran and back into the Xavier end. Lundqvist comes cross ice with a pass. Shot off the wall, was chopped down in front. And back the other way with 6 seconds remaining in the period. Xavier Falcons with the final attack as Johnson carried, and then a long shot by Gethings, and that's handled by Van Etten, and that's going to do it for the first period. So we're through one period of play. Here's a save in the first.
Shane Baldwin, 8. For St. Joe's, Mark Van Etten, 9.
So the Van Etten made 9 saves. For St. Joe's beaten 3 times, so that gives Xavier 12 shots on goal in the period. And for Xavier goaltender Shane Baldwin, he made 8 saves, 1 beat him, so he faced a total of 9 shots in the first period of play. All right, so we're through, 1 complete, and your score, Xavier Falcons with a 3-1 lead over St. Joe's. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more action right here from the Bennett Rink after they clean the ice down below. Back with more after these messages.
Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granville family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granville family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granville family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granfield family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granfield family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granfield family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's featured services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288 or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Patrol.
All right, welcome right back here to the Bennett Rink. We've played one period, game 2 of the West Haven Christmas Tournament. 2 more to go. At about 5:15, Ridgefield and the Green Knights of Notre Dame will battle, and then we'll see an interesting encounter between Glastonbury and South Windsor. Score here is a 3-1 in favor of Xavier over St. Joe's. As we move on to the second period of play. Hopefully I got the goal scorers right in this one, as rosters came to us late and we've been scurrying along. So if we misidentify, it's just a result of trying to read someone else's handwriting. Quick whistle. We've had a lot of whistles in this game between Xavier and St. Joe's. Two very good teams, obviously. Probably see both these teams in the upcoming state tournament, which is still a few months away. My favorite tournament of the year, the ice hockey tournament. There's a puck knocked through center ice in a break by McClellan. Across the line, the shot, he whistles it wide as he stole the puck at center. Both teams at even strength. We had a couple of penalties called early on, one aside. McClellan will steal again and play it just inside the St. Joe's line. Quickly bumped along. McClellan having a strong shift. Puck finally taken away by Greenhut and played to the near side. Birkinshaw, who started the scoring back on the first, digging after it for the Xavier Falcons in the corner. He was in the sin bin, came out and went down ice and scored on a breakaway. Xavier on top, 3-1 over St. Joe's. Puck wheeled through center ice and down ice for an icing call against the Cadets. Now I had the goal scoring, Birkinshaw scoring the game's first to make it 1-0. St. Joe's would battle back and score, and a goal by Ryan Cochran to tie it at 1-1. Then they had a pair of goals for Will Stanton, but that could certainly be erroneous. Face-off upcoming in the Cadet end. Off the face-off, players battled for it. St. Joe's trying to work it ahead with Powell play at the center. Now Powell into the zone, had poked off his stick on a neat little play by Lindquist. Puck back out to center ice, thrown off the glass, high off the glass, I might add, by Troy Deering. Xavier content to play it through center. Puck was slowed down by Sean Smith. Got it to the line. Johnson will turn it right back into the St. Joe's end. Delayed offside against the Falcons, now waved off. It's Smith. Up ice, they work it. Cutting across the line and throwing it towards goal is DiSabella. DiSabella played it behind the net. Xavier's Gatherings tried to get to a big hit on Birkinshaw. He was just leveled by Daring, who came in the pinch, got the hands up high, but got away with it right there. Along the far side. Gatherings trying to maneuver, could not. Xavier's going to have to regroup. This is McCartan. Plays it just inside the St. Joe's zone. Carried back the other way, up ice by Sean Smith. Hitting starting to get heavy right now. That was a big hit thrown by Colin Baudouin of the Xavier Falcons. McCartan in his own zone. The lead, the center, slips through everybody. Finally contained and played back down ice by Tom Schaefer, a junior defenseman for the St. Joe's Cadets. Taken by Smith, backhanded to the line, going to be kept in along the wall by Wilcox. Wilcox still digging after it. Got some help from Danny DuPont. Got a penalty upcoming here to the Xavier Falcons. St. Joe's is going to go on the power play in just a moment. They have the extra attacker on as they begin the ramble down ice. Unsinger able to carry smartly across the line and get some help. As Greenhut will backhand it behind the Xavier net, and there's the whistle for the penalty. And the Xavier Falcons will have to send a player to the sin bin here, and the Cadets will get the power play. Slashing will be the call, and it's going to go against Wilcox. Second penalty called against Xavier here today, as Wilcox is in the bin. 2 minutes here in the second period. Time of the penalty will be 2 minutes and we'll call it 50 seconds. St. Joe's trying to mount the attack now. Here comes the announcement on the goal. Hunter Wilcox for slashing. St. Joe's trying to calculate their power play. Shot tough angle, and Baldwin made the save on the attempt by Canferrata. Canferrata gets it right back. Canferrata looking. Controls the puck on the corner. Plays it back to Keeter. Keeter able to maneuver away from Gething. Trying to one-hand it. Got it to Canferrata, then knocked off his stick and turned back the other way by DuPont. Short-handed bid by Johnson now, coming off the right wing for the Xavier Falcons. Swings down low. Johnson behind the net. Rattled down by Gore. They both go tumbling to the ice, and the Cadets will regain possession. Here they come through center. That's Corcoran. Corcoran across the line on the left wing. Swings down low. Plays it back to Greenhut. Greenhut back into the corner. Keeter gives it a chase. Keeter comes out of the corner with it. Has some speed into the circle. The shot hits some bodies. Plucked out of the air. Knocked off the stick of Baldwin. Forwards trying to bunt it down. 52 seconds remaining on the power play here. Keeter with a pass across. Gore, the one-timer. Rattles it off the side of the net. Gethings gets to the loose puck and sends it back the other way. Cadets are controlling their own zone. 37 seconds remaining on the power play bid. McCartan will steal and send it right back in to that St. Joe's end. Behind the net. Well, puck squirts along to the near side to Powell. Powell trying to lug it out. Poked off his stick. He stays with it, and he'll regroup in his own zone. Over to Gore. Gore with that long reach will play it to the Xavier line. McCartan will bank it back ahead. They got a 2-on-0. Here they come, short-handed, the pass across. Oh, a terrific stop by Van Hetten. I'll tell you right there, that is the save of the game as Stanton on the doorstep is robbed. What a stop by Van Hetten right there. That was a thing of beauty. The face-off upcoming. Just 5 seconds remaining on the Xavier penalty to Hunter Wilcox. Now remember, last time Xavier had a penalty in the sin bin was John Birkinshaw. He came scooting out and the puck found his stick. He went in on a breakaway and scored the game's first goal. Right on cue, the puck did come out to center ice for Wilcox. So both teams back at even strength. Smith played it to the far wall. Battle for it there. Shoveled down ice and taken away there by DuPont. Banks a pass off the right wall. Chased down by Colin Baudouin. Couldn't do much with it. And the puck quickly hurried back out to center by Castorina. From behind the net, Van Etten, who has saved the day here, keeping it a 2-goal game with that spectacular save just a moment ago for the Cadets. Cadets the control. Powell off the wing, breaks in the shot, and Baldwin able to squeeze the pads and hold on for the face-off with 9:30 remaining in the second period. A nice play by Shane Baldwin. Good look at Baldwin as he skates around, getting ready to get back into his goal crease. 9:30 remaining in the period. Baldwin scooping something into the back of his net. Tell you what, the Bennett rink has never looked prettier. Really looks great. We did the lighting a couple years ago. And this is a great, great idea, getting this tournament together. The West Haven Christmas Tournament. Chris Everone doing a nice job here at the Bennett Rink. Puck knocked to center ice. Johnson overskated it. Keeter will take it away. Christian Keeter plays it off the glass and back down into the Xavier end. Puck behind the net. Players go clashing after it. Greenhut trying to get to it, could not, and Xavier quickly works it to the near wall. Pollock played it up ice. Johnson tried to travel in. He does. Off the wing. He's tripped up. Penalty upcoming here. This one's going to go against Castorina as Danny tripped him up. And we'll see the Xavier power play with 9 minutes straight up remaining in the period. So time of that penalty at the 6-minute mark even. Tripping will be the call. This will give Xavier their second power play try. First one's abbreviated. It was only like 2 seconds long. So Castorina in the penalty box. Xavier on the power play. They lead it 3-1 here in the second. McCartan midpoint. They use the umbrella power play. Back into the circle. Gethings back midpoint it goes. Over the left circle to Birkinshaw. Back in the middle it goes to McCartan. Shot. Glove save. Van Etten, and he'll hold on for the face-off as players, they tussle as Gore wins the wrestling match after the whistle. No infraction to be called. Tell you what, he just tossed down the Xavier Falcon on the doorstep. I believe that was Birkinshaw. Indeed it was. Birkinshaw saying, how come you're not calling a penalty right there? Face-off coming in the St. Joe zone to the left of Mark Van Etten of the Cadets. Off the face-off, the Falcons will control it. Brian Stanton back to McCartan. Good job to keep it in the zone. Over to Gethings. Gethings back in the middle of McCartan. McCartan, little dangle, fires it towards net. It hit Birkinshaw. Now Stanton to control off the wing. Back midpoint, McCartan, the one-timer goes wide. Got a penalty upcoming. Another shot and the save is made. This is going to go against St. Joe's. Will give Xavier a two-man advantage. A high stick call upcoming. Going to go against the big fella, Gore. He doesn't like the call, Andrew Gore, but he's going to go. He probably should have been in the sin bin anyhow, but he's going in now. High stick the call. Time of the penalty will be 6 minutes and 39 seconds into the period. So now a two-man advantage for 1:21 for the Xavier Falcons. They already have the 3-1 lead. They could put this game out of reach here with an efficient power play effort. Gethings will take it. Along the wall, midpoint McCartan. McCartan looks. Stanton, the Gethings, pulls the trigger, shot it off the side of the net. Puck controlled and stolen away. Trying to work it up ice and doing a nice job as Deering to get it out of the zone. On the regroup, the Falcons, they go offside. Brian Stanton overstepped the puck. Coming into the zone in the far wing. 7:58 remaining here in the second period. Two-man advantage for the Xavier Falcons. Only 3 penalty killers out there on the ice for St. Joe's. Sean Smith at one of the defensive spots, daring there too. And the lone forward is Ryan Corcoran, a good skater. Van Etten comes out to play the puck around. Lindquist will keep it in, playing catch. Lindquist gets it back, plays it over to the left side to McClellan. They work it down low, shot tough angle by Stanton, goes rattling wide. The puck picked up, trying to clear it out. He couldn't get it out of the zone, was Corcoran. Still 32 seconds remaining on the two-man advantage for Xavier. Falcons will control. McClellan played it along the wall. The Stanton back to McClellan, back to Willie Stanton. Stanton in the circle. Pass across to Johnson, and Van Etten came out again aggressively to make a save, and the puck is cleared over the tall glass, and a face-off upcoming. Still 20 seconds remaining on the two-man advantage for Xavier. Turning point in the game right here, most certainly. St. Joe's can survive all this. It'll be big. Off the face-off. Stanton drops it off. McCartan, the Gethings on the one-timer, and he shot it high. Puck to the corner. DuPont to control. Back to Stanton and slipped past his stick, and the one penalized player back onto the ice surface. That's Dan Castorina for the Cadets of St. Joe. So now just a one-man advantage with Gore in the sin bin for another 29 seconds. Falcons to work it off the right wing. This is DuPont lugging it into the zone. DuPont into the corner. The Gethings. Gethings plays it through the skates of McCartan. McCartan holds, tees it up, and drives one, and that trickled just wide as that hit something. Might have been Van Etten. McCartan will keep it in athletic play. They say grasp the puck, however, as he gloved it down, but that will stop play. Face-off will be back in the Falcon end with 10 seconds remaining on their power play opportunity. 6:31 remaining here in the second period. Good call by the officials right there. Xavier coming in with a record at 2-1 on the season. St. Joe's at 1-1. Both teams now back at even strength as Gore steps back onto the ice. Lost to St. John's at Shrewsbury 3-1 for Xavier. Then they beat Iona Prep 4-1 and Cheshire 3-1. Notre Dame West Haven, I believe, playing Iona Prep later in the year. We'll see Notre Dame West Haven take on Ridgefield in our next game beginning at about 5:15. Earlier today it was West Haven holding on to beat Cheshire by the score of 3-2. For St. Joe's, a win over Guilford 2-1 and a 5-3 loss to Glastonbury. We'll see Glastonbury later today when they take on South Windsor. Connor Payne out there to take the face-off for the Xavier Falcons. Going up against Christian Keeter. St. Joe's will quickly work it ahead. This is Keeter through the middle. He's across the line, snaps off a shot. That is blocked. Deering trying to keep it in along the blue line. Keeter poking at it. Comes back through center ice and down into the cadet end. Quickly chased down by Castorina. Castorina will play it up the wall. Is gloved down and kept in by Mioli. Puck sticked along the boards. Baudouin, Colin Baudouin trying to get to it. Squirts back to the line to Birkinshaw. Can't keep it in. Keeter roaming up ice. Birkinshaw got there. Trying to weave his way across was Corcoran. Broken. I got the shot on goal, but it was a weak shot. Deering will propel one towards goal, and that ricochets off some bodies. Birkinshaw to control for Xavier. Lays it out to McCartan. McCartan lugs it down the right wing side. Good-looking defenseman. Had it poked off his stick. Mioli there to back up the play. Back to McCartan. Will lug it across the line. He's hunted down by Ken Ferrata. Puck back behind the St. Joe's net. They play it up ice, and here he comes. Keeter breaking in alone off the right wing. Breaks in. The shot. He shot it wide. Baldwin to come out to cut down the angle. Nobody paid attention to Keeter right there, and he had the clean break. Now the puck back the other way. It's a 2-on-1. This is Brian Stanton. Stanton across. The shot, the save by Van Etten. And it's poked ahead by Deering as the game really starting to open up now. This is Corcoran up ahead to Ken Ferrata, and he'll lay it down into the Xavier zone. Baldwin out to leave it there behind the net for a teammate. Going to be stolen away only momentarily, and here's a break. Will Stanton shot. Van Etten, who's been busy, will blocker that one away. Puck taken by Unsinger, played back behind the cadet net, stolen. Comes back to Unsinger. Unsinger's going to retreat it back behind. Play it to the near side, and it's taken there by Sean Smith. Smith plays it up ice. Ken Ferrata tried to feed it along to his teammate. Greenhut could not, and the puck now collected by Gore for the Cadets in his own zone. Played at the center. Battle for it. It's up ahead. There's a break. Unsinger in. Spins the backhand pass along, looking for Greenhut. Just missed the mark. Taken by Brian Stanton. Stanton starting out of his zone. Moved it along. It got the Will Stanton. Stanton plays it further up ice to DuPont. DuPont with speed off the wing. Tried to cut to the front of the net. Kicked away by Van Etten. Puck cleared but kept in along the wall on a little bump there by McClellan. Into the corner. Johnson digging after it. Puck skips along and the Cadets will gather control, and Zach Unsinger will send it down ice, and it's taken by Birkinshaw. Yeah, just about 3 minutes remaining in the second period. Xavier leading at 3-1. That was the score at the end of one period of play. Daring for St. Joe's in his own end. Just gave it away. Shot tough angle. Was deflected wide. Lon Karen comes out to center ice, and the Cadets on the march. Shot, save, Baldwin on a shot that was wristed high by Ryan Corcoran, and he'll hold on for the faceoff with 2:57 remaining in the period. 3-1. Xavier continues the lead. Shane Baldwin has not been as busy as Mark Van Etten here tonight, but he has come up solid for the Xavier Falcons in goal. Face-off coming to his right side. Christian Keeter to take the face-off for St. Joe's. Going up against Hunter Wilcox. Puck cleared down into the St. Joseph end, and they'll go for an icing call against the Xavier Falcons with 2:51 remaining in the period. Cadets will send out some fresh players. Looks like a couple of blue liners coming out. Vito Rocca stepping onto the ice along with Tommy Schaefer. Keeter to take the face-off again. Shot that towards goal. Puck thrown to the front of the net by Corcoran. Back out to center ice. Hustling after it is Lowry for the Cadets. Puck to the far side. Rocca gets to it. He's knocked off the puck by Mioli. Back out to center ice. Keeter will dribble it down into the Xavier zone. Taken by DuPont. Curls up the wall. The pass comes cross ice. Mioli put it up onto the tape of his teammate. That's Colin Baudouin. Now to Wilcox in the corner now. Wilcox stood up on a check. Good play by Rocca to take him off the puck. And Cadets trying to maneuver through center. They go offside, so they have to delay their attack. Good neutral ice play by Keeter. Boise logging a lot of ice time in this period. Hit by DuPont. Puck behind the Falcon net. Squirts along left side to Danny DuPont. DuPont will throw it out through center ice. Wilcox swatted at it, but sort of fanned on it, and it's regrouped by Lindquist. Lindquist with a good pass up to the middle. Here's a break in by McClellan. Save made, rebound, dribbling on the doorstep is swept away by the Cadet defense as Van Etten again called upon to come up with a big stop. Just about 90 seconds remaining here in the period. And the puck sent down to the Xavier zone. Birkinshaw, who started the scoring back in the first, feeds it out to center. Waiting for it there is Sean Hurley. Hurley is bottled up on the play. Puck taken right back. McClellan coming off that left wing. Throws it in on goal. Van Etten stopped. Stanton on the rebound to Birkinshaw. The one-timer goes wide. It flirted wide of the net. Long carom. Hurley chasing it down. Kept in by McCartan. Shot. That's blocked away by Deering. Deering for St. Joe's. Looks up ice. 1 minute remaining here in a quickly played second period of play. On the attack, the drop pass and the shot by Zadorczyk. Kind of fanned on it, and back comes Stanton. Brian Stanton will drop it off to McClellan. McClellan trying to turn away from the check of Deering. Deering does a nice job to stay with it. Johnson trying to keep it, and Deering able to knock at the center. Birkinshaw carries across, 36 seconds remaining in the period. Throws it to the front of the net. It ricocheted off the body of Johnson. Johnson tied up along the wall. Puck squirts back to center. McCartan will chase it down for the Xavier Falcons. Down to 24 seconds remaining in the period. McCartan with a long feed up to Johnson. Johnson going to attack off the right wing. Johnson tees it up and drives one well wide. McCartan hustling to keep it in. They rule he did not, and that's offside against the Xavier Falcons with 12 seconds remaining in the period. Looks like we might have a scoreless second period of play right here from the Bennett rink. Earlier today, it was West Haven holding on to beat Cheshire 3-2 in the first round of this West Haven Christmas tournament. Duquesne in a 4-2 winner over Greenwich earlier today. High school hockey action. This is Gore. He'll retreat. Trying to carry safely to the corner and pin it along the boards. Does come free, but the horn will sound, and we'll get the shots on goal totals here. Scoreless second period, 3-1, Xavier with the lead. Baldwin. And Etten, 9 saves. So he has faced a total of 21 shots here in the game. And Baldwin has faced a total of 18 shots. So Xavier out shooting St. Joe's through 2 periods, 21-18. On the scoreboard, the Xavier Falcons have the lead at 3-1. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with more high school hockey action. That's all upcoming after these important messages on sportingnewsct.com.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granville family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granville family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granville family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granville family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granfield family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's featured services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granfield family. They've been around since 1987.
All right, welcome right back here to the Bennett Rink as we settle in for the third period of play. Xavier with a 3-1 lead over the Cadets of St. Joe's. Scoreless second period of play. It's been a very athletic game, a very high-pace, high-energy affair between the Xavier Falcons and the black uniforms with the white writing on those smart-looking sweaters. Cadets in their white uniforms with the maroon numerals. There's a shot, and that's blocked wide as Greenhut tried to let it go. Did end up in the net, it looked like there, but they had blown the whistle. I think it ricocheted off the low ceiling here at the Bennett Rink. So we're just underway in the third. All the goals scoring back in the first. Birkinshaw started the scoring for Xavier. Gave him a 1-0 lead. We had 3 goals in the first 4 minutes and 25 seconds. St. Joe's would tie it on a goal by Ryan Cochran. Had 1, then Xavier scored a pair. I thought it was both by Will Stanton, but we'll check the official book at the end of this game. This is the second of 4 right here on SportingNewsCT.com. Greenhut, good work to move it along to Keeter. Keeter was turned back, however, by McCartan, who's had a strong game defensively for the Xavier Falcons. On the far side, Birkinshaw snaps it cross ice to Gethings. Snaps off his stick and taken by Castorina. Later on to the far side, Birkinshaw on the forward check to Gethings. Gethings tried to feed it back out front. Van Etten, who had a solid second period, made a spectacular stop in the second. Now it's McCartan with a drive through a screen, and Van Etten got a piece of that. Gore will play it back out the center, gloved down by Birkinshaw over to Johnson. Johnson able to play it through his skates and send it down into the cadet zone. Xavier Falcons in the midst of a line change. Van Etten will play it up ice, tipped by Keeter deeper into that Xavier zone. Taken there by Eric Lindquist, or Evan Lindquist, and played back to the St. Joe's line. Quickly played forward. Canferrata to give it a chase at the back wall. Goal here by St. Joe's would make things interesting, wouldn't it, with 13 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the third period. Game 2 of the West Haven Christmas Tournament. Tournament started with 4 teams, I believe, a year ago. Now we're up to 8. They'd like to improve upon that. And boy, it'd be nice if they could bring in a couple of teams from Massachusetts and some of the high-quality teams there. And like 3-on-2, Cadets, I didn't recognize the fact. And a long shot by Hensinger is stopped by Baldwin. Shane Baldwin, through 2 periods of play, has faced 18 St. Joe's shots. Xavier on the flip side with 21 towards Mark Van Etten. We have 12:47 remaining here in the period. We're in the third. Face-off coming to the left of big Shane Baldwin. Canferrata to take this draw. Going up against Stanton. Stanton, of course, for Xavier. Falcons will win it. McClellan will send it out to center ice. Troy Deering in his own zone. Pass intercepted by Stanton. Brian Stanton and McClellan tipped off his stick to the line. Birkinshaw trying to keep it in. He does. Up ice. McClellan. Good feed. The tip. Van Etten to save the rebound. He stretches out, finds it, and the rebound clear to the line. Birkinshaw's shot is going to be blocked down and moved up ice by Sean Smith. He'll lug it along and play it deeper into that Xavier zone. Van Etten has been busy today. Boy, has he been solid. He has been a bright lamppost for the Cadets. Willie Stanton across the line will play it to the far corner. Taken by Deering. His pass to his teammate, and then it was sent to the middle of the ice by Lowry right back into the Cadet zone. Johnson just onto the ice trying to keep it in. Birkinshaw will take it. A little toe drag there. Knocked off his stick. Gethings will grab it. Gethings has some quickness. He's at the far right wall. Deering will hunt him down, tripped him up as he pitchforked him a bit, but play continues on. Now it's sent the other way by Sean Smith to the Xavier line. Johnson takes a snap pass off the wing. He's tripped down on the play. Play continues on. No call. I think Camperata thought he was going to be whistled right there. Johnson takes an elbow to the kisser from Deering. Wow, as he whacked out. Puck kept in by DuPont along the boards. Back to Gethings. Gethings in the corner. Gethings back to the point to DuPont. DuPont holds, plays it back off the wall and back behind the Gethings. Gethings controlling. Back to the point near side. Controlled there by Lindquist. Shot towards goal, and that is going to be stopped by Smith's big skate and played back out the center. DuPont waits for it and plays it back into St. Joe's zone. Deering and Van Etten just collided behind the net. Goaltender and defenseman for the same team. They took a look at each other saying, that was your fault, not mine. Spinning around at center ice, trying to find that loose puck was Baudouin. Could not. Xavier now controlling. Lindquist will play at the center ice. Not a lot of space out there. Both these teams playing a very tight checking game here in the third period. Just above 10 minutes remaining. Outlet pass through the middle. That was Wilcox trying to advance. Could not. It was stolen away, and the shot on goal stopped by Baldwin as Hurley found the loose puck. Good work by Hurley to stay with that puck that time around. So the face-off upcoming. It will be to the left of the goalkeeper. At the face-off, another stop by Baldwin. Everybody ready to get back into play. Off the face-off. Puck to center. Gore waits. Gore waits and plays it back into the Xavier zone, but that will be an offside call. Another face-off upcoming. I believe they're going to call it down ice. So 10:09 remaining here in the third period. Game 2 of 4. Face-off coming to the left of Mark Van Etten. Notre Dame and Richfield coming your way about 5:15 tonight. The backhander by Stanton blocked wide of the goal. Brian Stanton trying to hustle after it. St. Joe's trying to dig it out. That's Powell. Could not clear. Kept in by McClellan. The blind pass all the way towards net. Gore on it. Played it to the corner. Brian Stanton on it there. Stanton separated from the puck by Powell. Slapped it to the line. Birkinshaw kept it in momentarily. Now it's back the other way. Down the left wing side comes Hurley. Hurley's going to be dumped on the play by Birkinshaw. Birkinshaw lost a glove. That can always be dangerous. Shot towards goal. Baldwin the save on a good shot there by Powell. Now the puck sent back the other way. No icing to be called. Van Etten out to play it. Plays it up the boards. Deering able to chop at it. Now it's taken by Keeter. Keeter's going to wind it up. Christian Keeter with the C on the jersey for St. Joe's. Overskated the puck. Now it's kicked along, and then McClellan was a half stride offside trying to gather that puck. And we'll have a face-off upcoming. 9:14 remaining in the third period. Face-off coming just outside the St. Joe's blue line. Earlier today it was West Haven over Cheshire 3-2. They had a 3-0 lead at one point in that contest. Cheshire scored 2 in the third. Also out of town earlier today, it was New Canaan over Greenwich, 4-2. Plenty of other action taking place around the state. We'll try to get some scores for you if you can. If you know any high school hockey scores, you can send us a text message to 203-927-4273. That's 203-927-4273. Puck play to center ice. Deering, good work to bump it back into the Xavier end. Collected there by Lindquist and played to DuPont. DuPont up to Gethings. Gethings will play it along to Johnson, trying to chase it down. Poked off his stick. Good long reach there by Canferrata. Peter flips it high up in the air for Greenhut. Couldn't reach it. Turned back by Mioli. Back into the St. Joe's end. Deering sidesteps one check. Mioli will take it away. Now it's sent up ice. Good feed. And the shot by Keeter, stopped by Baldwin. Knocked down in the play was Corcoran, the goal scorer for St. Joe's back in the first. And the puck back down in the St. Joe's end. No icing call. Comes around to the near side. Wilcox has it. Tried to propel it towards net. It was just kind of a feeble attempt as he fanned on it. Sent back out the center. Gore will chase it. Andrew Gore back into his own zone. They'll play it around the wall. Kept in along the boards by Hunter Wilcox. Wilcox has been whistled for a 2-minute penalty here in today's game. Christian Keeter plays it up ice. Got to his teammate. Corcoran into the middle. They were trying to find Canferrata. That didn't work, and St. Joe's is going to have to regroup. Sizzling pass comes across to Castorina. Played it up ahead and was intended for him, so it didn't connect, and the puck back down into the St. Joe's zone. On it, Gore. Just above 7 minutes remaining here in the third period. All the goal scoring back in the first period of play. In the first 6:58 of play. Haven't had a goal since. That pass a little too far ahead of Lowry. It's back out to center ice. Kissinger will send it back into the Xavier end. It's controlled. DuPont fired it. Intercepted by Deering. Puck on the far side. Good neutralized play. Shot by Stanton. Hit the crossbar. Brian Stanton off the feed from Will Stanton. He just rang a doorbell. Back the other way. Comes Lowry. Feet up ahead. Turned back by DuPont. Lowry will keep it in with a second effort. Another puck played out to Evan Lindquist from behind the net, the Xavier defenseman. Steps out the right side, up ahead to McClellan. Slips through a check, comes down the left wing, a 2-on-1. McClellan in. The pass to Stanton and escapes. Never got a shot away. McClellan on it. McClellan back to Stanton. His shot from the circle. That rides up off the glass. Gethings plays it back to Lindquist. Lindquist able to keep it in. Got found McClellan. Good feed to Gethings. Couldn't pull the trigger as Deering got back to bump him just enough, and it's sent down ice by St. Joe's for an icing call. 5:50 remaining in the third. 3-1. Xavier continues to lead. Second game of the West Haven Christmas tournament. A little bit later on today, we'll have a good one between South Windsor and Glastonbury as Xavier will call a timeout here. With a timeout down below, we'll step aside. We'll play one break. We'll be back with more right after these messages on sportingnewsct.com. So more coming your way right after this.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com.
Welcome right back here to the Bennett Rink as we continue on with our coverage of the West Haven Christmas Tournament. Of course, this is the home of the West Haven Blue Devils, the Bennett Rink, also the Green Knights of Notre Dame, and the Amity Spartans on the boys' sides of hockey. And, of course, the West Haven girls hockey team also competing right here at the Bennett Rink. Rink has been around now for, almost 4 decades, I guess, right? Face-off coming down into St. Joe's end after the Xavier timeout with 5:50 remaining. Gethings a control. wheels it along the boards, pulled off his stick and taken by Hurley. Puck will bounce along. So Dorsett trying to move it in, could not. There's a shot, whistles wide. That was Powell with the opportunity. Puck in the air, bunted at. Comes dropping down to Gethings. Will play it on the backhand down into the St. Joe's end. Van Etten out will play it up the boards. Back to center ice. McCartan on the ice to control it. His feed behind his teammate. It was intercepted by Castorina and played back into the Xavier end. That's where the Falcons will regroup. Baudouin had a quick touch. Now Gore takes it right back, plays it along to Castorina, and back into the Xavier end. 5 minutes remaining in the period. We get a whistle and a face-off upcoming on the icing call, as they had not moved that puck over the checkered line at center, and a face-off back down in the St. Joe zone. 4:59 remaining on the scoreboard clock, and Xavier leads it 3-1. Face-off to the right of Mark Van Etten. Boy, has he been terrific today for the Cadets, in particular in the second period. Keeter plays it up ice. Knocked down in the play was Corcoran. Keeter gets it back. The shot blocked away by Lindquist. Good job by Lindquist. Keeter stays right with it. Hard work out there for St. Joe's. Now you know why he wears the C. It's Smioli. Rambling through center across the line. His shot deflected wide of the net. Gore on the loose puck behind. Plays it to the near side. Lindquist will keep it in. Played it off the glass. Gore will take it back for the Cadets and try to move it out the far side. Puck is slapped at by Greenhut. Kept in. Shot by DuPont right on, and Van Etten will hold on for the face-off. Well, the combatants for the next game starting to make their way into the facility here at the Bennett Rink. Notre Dame and Ridgefield. Notre Dame will put that unbeaten record on the line as we take a good look at Mark Van Etten down below. Off the face-off, it is controlled and moved up ice off the right wing by Corcoran. Corcoran swings down low. Tried to center it, knocked away. We got a penalty upcoming behind the play here. I believe it's going to go against the Xavier Falcons. This will give St. Joe's a power play try, a much needed power play try. It'll be their third. Well, it's going to be matching penalties is what we're going to see. Slashing on each side. Time of the penalties, 10 minutes, 47 seconds. And into the penalty box for the Xavier Falcons is Ray Peach. Shot on goal save is made. And in the sin bin for St. Joe's is Greenhut. So Peach and Greenhut will take a seat for the next 2 minutes. Both will spill out of that penalty box with about 2:05 remaining or so. Just a little more time than that. Right now they're having a chat with St. Joe's Sean Smith. I don't know what the conversation is all about. Looked like they were checking his equipment or something. Here comes the announcement on the penalties.
Number 16, Ray Peach, 2 minutes for holding.
Yeah, Ray Peach.
St. Joe's, number 21.
And Greenhut.
Not Greenhut, but 2 minutes for slashing.
So maybe holding and slashing was going to be the call. So the hold and then the slash, that makes sense. Now they're making sure that St. Joe's player on the far side might have been cut up there a little bit with Sean Smith, and that's why he is on the bench being attended to by the trainer of St. Joe's. So we'll have a face-off after the momentary delay. Ryan Corcoran will take that draw for St. Joe's. Pair of 15s on the draw. McCartan from the line, the shot, Van Etten, the save, rebound. McClellan scooped it to the front, score! The Xavier Falcons open up a 4-1 lead on a goal by Will Stanton. And according to my book, that would be the hat trick. I had him for scoring 2 in a row, but Stanton with the goal on the doorstep. And it looks as though McClellan will pick up the helper. And the Xavier Falcons have a 4-1 lead. 11:02 in. So Xavier now with a 4-1 lead. We'll get the announcement on the goal. Yep, Will Stanton with the goal. McClellan picking up the helper. Also giving an assist to McCartan for that original shot. They're looking for more. That was Stanton putting it up over the crossbar. Brian Stanton. So Xavier on top, 4-1. Under 3.5 minutes remaining here in the third period of play. Puck play to the Xavier line. Lindquist will play it along to DuPont. DuPont dodges past a check, plays it up ahead. Gethings' shot is blocked up off the glass. Stanton back behind the net to Gethings. Slips through. Taken by Ken Ferrata. Ken Ferrata down the right wing side. Carries into the Xavier zone. Gives it a chase to the back wall. DuPont trying to veer him off his path. Ken Ferrata played it back behind, looking for Keeter. Keeter has it. Digs it off the wall, plays it back to Deering. Deering's shot through a screen is blocked down by Johnson. Taken by Gethings, and here they come. The Falcons on the attack down the right wing. Gethings trying to spin around Deering. Carries to the corner, tried to dance with it there. Hit by Deering. Good recovery by Troy Deering. He's knocked down on the play. Puck underneath Deering. Shovels it with a hand up ice. And it's played further along. And here comes a rush. This is Usinger. Usinger trying to slip through the check of McCartan, and he's knocked down with 2:18 remaining. Both players in the sin bins will have to wait for a whistle to get out if time does expire on those penalties, and I believe it has, because it is 5-on-5 in front of the goaltenders because of the coincidental minors. And Eaton played it up ice. Stolen away. Worked in by Dylan Baudouin. Played it towards goal. Played up the wall by the goalkeeper, Van Eyck. Now it's back behind that into the corner under 2 minutes left, and there goes a St. Joe's player crashing into the goal. His own goal. That was Matt Greenhut. Now Greenhut's coming out of the sin bin now. I believe that was actually, Castorina crashing his own goal post. That's got to hurt a little bit with 1:45 left. Of course, our next game at 5:15, or at least scheduled for 5:15, which would be about 45 minutes from now or so. So we might get a little break between games. Maybe not. Off the faceoff. Down into St. Joe's end. 1:42 remaining. Puck into the Xavier zone and flipped out of play. Another faceoff upcoming in the Falcon end. 1:34 remaining. Well, it'll be interesting to see. Last year, Ridgefield had a terrific team. Many expected Ridgefield to make it to the Ingalls rink and vie for a state championship, and they were eliminated with that upset win by West Haven. The team has changed a little bit, and all high school teams change somewhat, don't they? With graduation and alike. They'll take on Notre Dame. West Haven, a team that did, in fact, win the Division I state championship last year, and off to a terrific start again. They only lost a couple of players. That team did not change all that much. DuPont will keep it in. Played across to the far side. Deering to collect it for St. Joe's and played it through the middle of the ice. A pass intended for Lowry didn't connect. And here comes Stanton again. He's had a big game today as Stanton. He's been terrific. Will Stanton drives it to the backboards under 1 minute remaining here in the third period of play. So Xavier will remain in the winner's bracket along with West Haven. And it looks like St. Joe's will move into the loser's bracket of this Christmas tournament. There's a long shot on, a stop. Deering plays it back safely to center with just about 30 seconds remaining. McClellan across the line. McClellan will drop it to Johnson. Johnson with a dangle, and that's knocked off his stick and back the other way. Comes Castorini, played it through center, and that's turned back. Falcons with a terrific job of some maintenance hockey here down the stretch, and then they added one to make it 4-1. Had a 3-1 lead after one scoreless second period. They scored the only goal this third period, the Stanton goal. That's Stanton scoring 3, but I could be wrong with that. There's a shot off the side of the net as the horn sounds, and this one comes to a close. So the win by Xavier by the score of 4-1.
For the Falcons, Dave Baldwin, 6.
Here's the shots on goal.
For St. Joe's, Mark Gannett.
Falcons with
For a game total 23.
5. Let me see. So that shot's, I got to try to transfer it the other way. So that flips down there. So 24 shots on goal. But the Xavier Falcons, 25 with the goal. So 25 shots on goal to 26, it looks like, for St. Joe's. So it was pretty even when it comes to that. As you take a look at it here now, the Xavier Falcons with the win 4-1. And, of course, we'll recap the scoring for you. It was Birkinshaw scoring. Game's first goal with the assist going to Cade McCartan and made it 1-0. Xavier on top of St. Joe's. St. Joe's came right back on a goal by Ryan Cochran at 3:27 of the period with the assist given out to Matt Greenhut to tie it at 1. Then they had Stanton of Xavier scoring 2. That's Will Stanton at 4:25. Then another one at 6:58 to make it 3-1 through 1. Stanton again here in the third, completing what could be the hat trick. I'll have to look at the official scoring down below, so don't celebrate that yet until you see the official box score. But anyhow, this one comes to a close here today, and Xavier looking very impressive. The Xavier Falcons with the victory now at 3-1, and with the loss, St. Joe's will drop to. Xavier's going to improve, I believe, to, let me see. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I'm looking at the East Haven. Oh, anyways, pushed the wrong button. I got this new fangled iPad. Oh, somebody already had it up there on TC that St. Joe's won 4-1. That Xavier beat St. Joe's. I'm confused. It's up there so fast on the website I'm going to. So there you go. So Xavier improves to 3-1, and for St. Joe's, how did they get it up there so fast? That's amazing that they got that up there so fast. And St. Joe's, they dropped to 1-2. I'm just befuddled by how quickly people, they must have been watching the game. You gotta love it. Thank you so much. All right, 4-1 your final here. We're gonna bid adieu from the Bennett Rink. We'll be back in a little bit. Ridgefield and Notre Dame West Haven. Goodbye, everybody.
Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granville family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big games. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granville family. They've been around since 1987.
SportingNewsCT.com is now streaming your team's big game. SportingNewsCT.com is Connecticut's broadcast home for high school sports, college sports, and American Legion baseball. Whether it's football, soccer, basketball, hockey, baseball, softball, or lacrosse, we stream it live. Can't watch the game live? Then check out our on-demand rebroadcast. Want a keepsake? Download an audio broadcast or order a DVD. There's more. SportingNewsCT.com features interviews with coaches, players, and administrators. The game's on. SportingNewsCT.com. Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise has moved to 504 Boston Post Road in Orange. You'll love their new location, and you'll recognize their friendly and knowledgeable staff. Galvin Pools and Backyard Paradise is your expert in-ground pool and above-ground pool installer, and now they can build your custom deck. Galvin's features services like water testing, pool opening and closings. For all your sustained pool care products and supplies, it's Galvin Pool and Backyard Paradise, 504 Boston Post Road, Orange. Call 203-795-5288, or for service call 203-795-5111.
Oyster River Petroleum, proud sponsor of high school athletics right here on SportingNewsCT.com. If you're looking for good old-fashioned customer service, call Oyster River Petroleum and the Granfield family. They've been around since 1987.